If you're over 60 and still tossing and turning at night, you might be unknowingly doing damage to your heart, brain, and immune system. What if I told you that 7 common bedtime habits, ones you might think are harmless, could be silently stealing years from your life? Hi, I'm Dr. James Carter, and in this video, we're diving deep into the 7 deadly sleep habits that are keeping seniors sick, tired, and weak, and more importantly, how to break them starting tonight. You'll discover the surprising link between poor sleep and memory loss, the bedtime mistake that increases your risk of heart attack, what to do instead so you wake up with energy, strength, and clarity, even if you're 70 or older. So if you're serious about staying sharp, strong, and independent, stay with me until the very end. And hey, before we get started, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below with, "I'm ready to sleep better," so we know you're part of this movement to take back your health, one night at a time. Now let's start with the first deadly habit. Deadly sleep habit. Number 1, going to bed, full or starving. Let me ask you something honest. Have you ever gone to bed with a growling stomach? Or worse, right after a big, heavy dinner? If so, you're not alone. But what you may not know is that both of these common habits could be silently wrecking your sleep and damaging your heart, metabolism, and brain health. As we age, the body's ability to regulate blood sugar, digestion, and hormone release becomes more sensitive, especially at night. And what many seniors don't realize is that going to bed either too full or too hungry throws the body into a state of stress right when it should be winding down. Why going to bed full is dangerous? When you eat a large meal too close to bedtime, your body prioritizes digestion instead of rest. This activates your metabolism, raises your core temperature, and interferes with the body's ability to enter deep, restorative sleep. You may fall asleep, but your sleep will be shallow and fragmented. And let's not forget, digestion while lying down also increases the risk of acid reflux or GERD, especially common in seniors. But the worst part? A full stomach at night is associated with higher nighttime blood pressure and increased risk of stroke, 2 things that no senior can afford to ignore. Why going to bed hungry is just as harmful. Now, on the other side of the coin, if you go to bed too hungry, your blood sugar may drop during the night. That triggers a release of cortisol, your stress hormone, and signals your brain to wake up. You might find yourself wide awake at 2:30 in the morning, unable to fall back asleep. Over time, this pattern leads to sleep deprivation, mood swings, irritability, and even memory issues. Many older adults also mistake nighttime anxiety or insomnia for a sleep disorder, when in fact it's a simple case of underfueling the brain before bed. Dr. Carter's fix. Eat right-sized dinners at the right time. Here's what I recommend as a doctor. Eat your dinner 2 to 3 hours before bed. This gives your body enough time to begin digesting and lowers the risk of nighttime heartburn or blood sugar crashes. Choose a balanced dinner, lean protein like baked salmon or grilled chicken, a small serving of complex carbs like sweet potato or brown rice, and a veggie like spinach or steamed broccoli. Still hungry before bed? Try a small, sleep-supporting snack like a banana with a spoon of almond butter, a warm glass of unsweetened oat milk, a handful of unsalted walnuts or pistachios. These foods contain magnesium, potassium, and tryptophan, nutrients that naturally support melatonin production and deep sleep. The big picture: give your body the right fuel, not a fight. When you're older, your body doesn't bounce back like it used to. Poor sleep caused by poor eating habits doesn't just make you tired. It adds stress to your heart, immune system, blood sugar, and brain. So before you head off to bed tonight, ask yourself, am I feeding my body for sleep or fighting against it? And remember, a small, healthy change to your dinner routine could be the key to better sleep, clearer thinking, and more energy in the morning. Deadly sleep habit number 2, relying on alcohol or sleep medications. Here's a tough one to talk about, but an important one. If you find yourself needing a glass of wine or a sleeping pill to wind down at night, you're not alone. Millions of seniors across America lean on these nighttime crutches, thinking they're harmless. But the truth? They could be silently robbing you of your brain health, balance, and even years off your life. The myth of the nightcap. Let's start with alcohol. It's common, too common. A glass of wine or a small drink may help you fall asleep faster, but what it actually does is sedate your brain, not rest it. Alcohol blocks REM sleep, the deep, restorative phase your brain needs to process memories, clear out waste proteins linked to Alzheimer's, regulate mood and hormones. Keep your nervous system healthy. So while you may fall asleep quickly, your brain is never fully resting. That leads to morning grogginess, poor memory, depression, and long-term cognitive decline. And let's not forget, alcohol is a diuretic, meaning it makes you pee more, leading to more nighttime bathroom trips and broken sleep. The sleep pill trap now. What about over-the-counter or prescription sleep aids? Pills like diphenhydramine, found in Benadryl or Tylenol PM, or stronger medications like Zolpidem, Ambien, are often prescribed to seniors, but these don't promote real sleep. They sedate the brain, just like alcohol. Even more concerning, these medications are now linked to increased risk of falls and fractures, higher rates of confusion and memory loss, even a 70% higher risk of developing dementia when used regularly over time. In fact, the American Geriatric Society has placed many sleep medications on the Beers list, a list of drugs unsafe for seniors due to high risk of side effects. But doc, I can't sleep without it. I hear this from my patients all the time, and I get it. You may have struggled with insomnia for months, maybe even years, and these substances seem to work. But here's what I tell every single one of them. If something helps you sleep but damages your brain, your balance, or your heart, is it really helping? Real sleep is about quality, not just quantity. Dr. Carter's Fix, natural sleep tools that work. Here's what I recommend to patients who want to break free from alcohol or medication-based sleep. 1. Herbal tea routine. Try chamomile, valerian root, or lemon balm tea 30 minutes before bed. These herbs have mild calming effects and help promote natural melatonin. 2. Magnesium supplement. Many older adults are deficient in magnesium. It helps relax muscles and calm the nervous system. Start with 200 to 300 milligrams of magnesium glycinate before bed. 3. Sound and light hygiene. Turn off bright lights an hour before bed. Use soft music or white noise to relax your brain, not stimulate it. 4. Mind-body practices, gentle yoga, deep breathing, or a short guided meditation, free on YouTube, can slow the heart rate, lower blood pressure, and help you fall asleep naturally. The big picture: restore sleep, don't sedate it. When you're over 60, your brain is more vulnerable than ever, and what you do in the hour before bed sets the tone for how well your brain heals overnight. Relying on alcohol or pills may seem like a solution, but it's a short-term fix with long-term damage. Instead, take small daily steps toward real sleep. Support your body's natural rhythm. Avoid crutches that knock you out but don't heal, and trust that your body, given the right tools, can sleep again. Still with me? Great, because next we're talking about a habit that nearly 70% of seniors admit to doing every night, and it's quietly destroying their melatonin levels. Stick around. Deadly habit number 3 is coming up. Deadly sleep habit number 3. Falling asleep with the TV on. Raise your hand if you've ever fallen asleep watching TV. Maybe it's the evening news, a comfort sitcom, or your favorite Hallmark movie playing in the background. It feels cozy, right? But here's the truth. That soft glow and low-volume noise from your TV at night could be causing major harm to your sleep quality and even your brain health. The comfort that comes at a cost. For many seniors, the television becomes a source of companionship. After all, when the house is quiet and the day is done, a little background noise can feel less lonely. But what seems harmless, falling asleep with the TV on, is actually one of the most disruptive things you can do for your body and brain. Here's why. 1. Blue light disrupts melatonin production. TV screens emit blue light, a high-frequency light that your brain interprets as daylight. This blocks the release of melatonin, your natural sleep hormone, making it harder to fall into deep, healing sleep. 2. Background noise keeps the brain active. Even when you're asleep, your brain is listening. That laugh track or dramatic soundtrack in the background. Your subconscious is reacting to it, and instead of dropping into the deep REM cycles where the brain detoxes, it stays in a light, interrupted state of sleep. 3. Emotional stimulation. Delays deep sleep. Action scenes, loud commercials, or emotionally charged dialogue may trigger a stress response, even if you're not fully awake. This elevates your heart rate and activates your nervous system, exactly the opposite of what your body needs to recover overnight. Long-term risks for seniors. When sleep is constantly interrupted by light and sound, it prevents the brain from entering the full sleep cycle. Over time, this has been linked to cognitive decline, weakened immune function, increased risk of depression, poor cardiovascular health, greater risk of falls due to poor nighttime rest and morning fatigue. For seniors already at higher risk for memory problems or balance issues, this is a dangerous combination. Dr. Carter's fix. Shut it down. Wind it down. Here's what I tell my patients who are used to dozing off with the TV on. 1. Set a media curfew. Turn off all screens, TV, phone, tablet, at least 30 to 60 minutes before bed. This allows your brain to naturally increase melatonin and prepare for rest. 2. Replace TV with a sleep ritual. Instead of the TV, create a wind-down routine. Try reading a lighthearted book, listening to soothing classical or nature sounds, writing in a gratitude journal, light stretching or breathing exercises. 3. Use audio alternatives. If you need background sound, opt for audiobooks, sleep stories, or white noise machines. These are designed to soothe, not stimulate. 4. Keep the bedroom a sanctuary. Your bedroom should be associated with rest, not reruns. Keep it cool, dark, and screen-free. Reserve the TV for the living room, not the sleep zone. The big picture, let your brain power. Down your brain is like a computer. It needs to fully shut down to reboot. Leaving the TV on is like trying to sleep with dozens of apps running in the background. Sure, you're lying down, but your brain is still working overtime. So tonight, try this challenge. Turn off the TV, dim the lights, and give your brain a chance to truly rest. You might be amazed at how much better you feel in the morning. Deadly sleep habit number 4, inconsistent sleep schedules. You know what throws your entire body out of rhythm faster than a poor night's sleep? A constantly changing bedtime. Whether you're staying up to catch one more episode, taking long afternoon naps, or sleeping in until 10 a.m. on weekends. This roller coaster sleep pattern is one of the most overlooked causes of fatigue, brain fog, and mood changes in seniors. Why a sleep routine matters more after 60. In your younger years, you could stay up late, get up early, and bounce back with a cup of coffee. But as we age, the body's internal clock, also known as the circadian rhythm, becomes much more sensitive. Your circadian rhythm controls when your body releases melatonin, when your brain feels alert versus tired, your digestion, hormone levels, and immune function. So when your bedtime and wake-up time constantly shift, your body struggles to predict and prepare. That leads to trouble falling asleep, early morning waking, daytime drowsiness, nighttime confusion or restlessness, the hidden consequences of sleep jet lag. I call it sleep jet lag, and it's very real, even if you haven't gone anywhere. It happens when your internal clock is always playing catch-up because you go to bed at 9 p.m. some nights and 1 a.m. other nights. You sleep 5 hours one night and 9 the next. You take long naps during the day that throw off your nighttime sleep over time. This causes poor sleep efficiency, meaning you're in bed but not deeply resting. Weaker memory consolidation, especially dangerous for seniors at risk of dementia. Disrupted blood pressure and blood sugar rhythms, irritability, depression, and poor decision-making. Dr. Carter's fix, reset your sleep clock, protect your brain. Here's how to create a stable sleep routine that actually works. 1. Set a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, 7 days a week. Choose a bedtime and wake-up window you can stick to, even on weekends. Ideally, go to bed within the same 30-minute window each night, between 10 p.m. to 10:30 p.m., and wake up around the same time each morning. 2. Get natural morning light. Within the first 30 minutes of waking, step outside or sit by a sunny window. Morning sunlight is one of the most powerful tools for anchoring your internal clock and boosting melatonin at night. 3. Wind down. Gradually start dimming lights and shutting off electronics at least an hour before bed. Your brain needs signals that it's time to slow down. A consistent wind-down routine helps cue the body into sleep mode. 4. Avoid catch-up sleep or oversleeping. If you had a poor night's sleep, avoid the urge to sleep in for hours or take long naps. Instead, go to bed at your usual time that night. This helps your internal rhythm stay aligned. The big picture: your brain loves a schedule. Your body thrives on routine, and when your sleep-wake cycle is predictable, everything else, your energy, mood, memory, and immune system, follows suit. So tonight, do yourself a favor. Pick a bedtime and wake-up time and treat it like a doctor's appointment. Non-negotiable, sacred, and healing. You're not just building a schedule, you're protecting your brain, your independence, and your quality of life. Deadly sleep habit. Number 5, not getting sunlight during the day. Imagine this. You wake up, have your morning coffee, read the paper, maybe turn on the TV, and before you know it, the sun is setting and you haven't stepped outside once. Sound familiar? For millions of seniors, this quiet habit of staying indoors is doing far more damage to their sleep than they realize. Why sunlight is the most important. Sleep vitamin. Sunlight is more than just a nice weather perk. It's your body's most powerful natural regulator of sleep hormones. Here's how it works. Your eyes and skin have special receptors that respond to natural light, especially early in the day. That light sends a message to your brain. It's morning. Turn off melatonin and wake up. This early signal sets your circadian rhythm so that your brain knows when to feel alert, and crucially, when to start producing melatonin later that night. No sunlight during the day equals poor melatonin release. At night equals light, broken, or delayed sleep. Seniors and the indoor trap. As we get older, many of us naturally start spending more time indoors. We retire from daily work routines. We avoid going out due to joint pain, mobility issues, or bad weather. We feel safer or more comfortable at home. But here's the problem. Indoor light, even from lamps or windows, is 100 times weaker than natural outdoor sunlight. Even sitting near a bright window isn't enough to fully activate your sleep-wake cycle. And without strong daylight signals during the morning and early afternoon, your brain doesn't get the message to shut down at night. The domino effect of sunlight deficiency? Lack of natural sunlight affects more than just sleep. Cognitive fog. Poor circadian rhythm is linked to memory loss and slower brain function. Mood problems. Less sunlight, lower serotonin, higher risk of anxiety and depression. Weak bones. No sunlight, no vitamin D, greater risk of osteoporosis and fractures. Daytime drowsiness. Poor rhythm causes that sluggish, sleepy feeling, even after a full night in bed. In short, skipping sunlight during the day makes the night worse, and the next day harder. Dr. Carter's Fix, a daily dose of light. Here's how I help my patients reprogram their natural sleep clock without pills or fancy gadgets. 1. Get outside within 30-60 minutes of waking. Even just 10-20 minutes outside in the morning is enough to tell your brain, it's time to be awake. This anchors your internal clock and helps melatonin rise at the right time later. 2. Light movement in natural light. Take a walk, do light stretching on your porch, or simply sit outside with a cup of tea. Bonus, pairing sunlight with light movement doubles the benefit, boosting alertness and heart health. 3. Open the curtains fully. If you can't go outside, at least sit near a fully open window, not behind a curtain. Natural light has to hit your eyes directly, not through sunglasses or tinted glass, to activate your brain's master clock. 4. Avoid bright light at night. Balance is key. Get sunlight early, but at night, dim the lights, turn off screens, and let darkness trigger melatonin naturally. The big picture: train your brain to sleep again. Many older adults think they have a sleep disorder, when in reality they have a light deficiency. We evolved with the sun, and even at 60, 70, or 80 years old, your body still responds to it like a switch. So tomorrow morning, instead of starting your day indoors, step outside. Let your eyes meet the sun. Let your body reset. That one habit alone could add hours of real healing sleep to your night. Next up, deadly habit number 6. You might think lying in bed for hours to force yourself to sleep is a good idea. But what if I told you that staying in bed too long could actually make insomnia worse? Stick around. This one's a game changer. Deadly sleep habit. 6. Keeping your bedroom too warm. Now I know what you might be thinking. I like my bedroom warm and cozy, Doc. It helps me relax. And while that sounds nice, especially during cooler months, or if you have achy joints, a toasty bedroom at night might be silently working against your heart, brain, and deep sleep cycles. Why your body needs to cool down to sleep. Here's the science. Your body is designed to lower its internal temperature when it's time to sleep. This drops signals to your brain that it's time to release melatonin and enter deep rest. But when your bedroom is too warm, or you pile on too many blankets, your core body temperature can't fall like it's supposed to. This leads to restless sleep, frequent waking night sweats, racing heart or nightmares, morning fatigue despite enough hours in bed. Worse yet, over time, sleeping hot can increase your risk for high blood pressure, cognitive decline, weakened immune system. Why seniors are at greater risk. As we age, our bodies don't regulate temperature as efficiently as they used to. That means seniors often feel colder during the day, but then overheat at night without realizing it. Plus, certain medications like beta blockers or thyroid meds can alter your body's ability to cool down. And if you have conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, or heart disease, a warm sleep environment can strain your system even more. Dr. Carter's fix: cool, quiet, and breathable. So what's the ideal sleep temperature for older adults? The sweet spot is between 60 degrees Fahrenheit and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15.5 degrees Celsius to 19.5 degrees Celsius. That's the zone where your body can fully relax into the deepest, most restorative sleep. Here's how to make it happen. 1. Lower the thermostat or use a fan. Set your thermostat to a cooler nighttime setting, or use a ceiling or portable fan to keep air circulating. A fan also adds gentle white noise, which can help with sleep. 2. Ditch the heavy blankets. Use lightweight, breathable cotton or bamboo bedding instead of fleece or thick comforters. Layering thin blankets gives you more control. 3. Keep your feet warm, not your core. Wear socks if your feet tend to get cold. Keeping your extremities warm allows your core body temperature to drop more efficiently, leading to better sleep. 4. Open a window for fresh air, if safe to do so. Even a small amount of fresh night air can improve oxygen flow and reduce overheating. The big picture: cooler sleep, sharper mind. Cooling down your bedroom may seem like a small change, but for older adults, it can be a powerful way to lower inflammation, reduce nighttime heart strain, and improve brain repair during deep sleep. Your heart, brain, and mood will thank you. Next up in habit number 7, you may be doing this without thinking, checking your phone, reading the news, or answering messages in bed. But screen time at night could be sabotaging your sleep faster than you realize. Let's talk about it. Deadly sleep habit. Number 7. Ignoring nighttime bathroom trips. We've all done it, woken up in the middle of the night needing to use the bathroom and told ourselves, I'll just wait till morning. It's cold, it's dark, and the bed feels too comfortable to leave. But ignoring those bathroom urges might be far more dangerous than you think, especially as we age. The truth about nocturia, nighttime urination. Needing to urinate at night is incredibly common in older adults, a condition known as nocturia. It can be caused by age-related changes in the bladder, enlarged prostate in men, hormonal shifts, certain medications like diuretics, diabetes or heart conditions. And while it might seem like a harmless annoyance, ignoring the urge can create serious problems, both for your sleep and your safety. What happens when you ignore the urge? When you suppress the need to urinate overnight, here's what you're actually doing. 1. Increases physical discomfort. Your bladder fills and stretches, creating internal pressure that can jolt you out of deep sleep, or worse, cause pain or bladder irritation. 2. Triggers sleep fragmentation. Even if you don't get up, your brain knows something's wrong. It stays in a lighter stage of sleep, trying to monitor the discomfort. That means less REM in deep sleep and more tossing, turning, and early waking. 3. Raises heart and blood pressure. Risk straining to hold it in elevates blood pressure and can stress your cardiovascular system. Dangerous if you already have heart issues. 4. Increases fall and injury risk. And if you wait too long and finally jump out of bed in a rush, groggy, stiff, and half asleep, you increase your risk of falling, slipping, or disorienting yourself in the dark. This is a leading cause of nighttime ER visits for seniors. Dr. Carter's fix: respect the signal, reduce the trips. Here's how to manage nighttime bathroom needs safely, without ruining your sleep. 1. Don't ignore it. Get up calmly and slowly. If you feel the urge, acknowledge it early. Sit up slowly, steady your feet on the floor, and use a nightlight or motion sensor path to safely reach the bathroom. 2. Make bathroom trips easy and safe. Use nightlights along the floor or hallway. Install grab bars if needed. Keep a robe and slippers within reach. Use a bedside commode if your mobility is limited. 3. Limit fluids. 2 hours before bed. Drink plenty of water during the day, but taper off after dinner. Avoid caffeine or alcohol in the evening, which act as diuretics and irritants. Watch your salt intake. Too much sodium causes water retention during the day, then flushes out at night, leading to more bathroom trips. Reduce processed foods and added salt at dinner. 5. Talk to your doctor about underlying causes. Frequent urination at night can signal prostate problems, diabetes, or kidney issues. Don't ignore the symptom. Get it evaluated. The big picture. Listening to your body is part of healing. Too many seniors try to tough it out when they wake up in the night, but in truth, those signals are your body's way of protecting you. Getting up safely, addressing the need, and returning to bed with peace is far better than spending an hour in discomfort or putting your heart and balance at risk. So tonight, when nature calls, don't hit snooze. Respect your body, respond wisely, and return to rest. That small change could save you from a fall, improve your sleep depth, and support your overall well-being. Now that we've covered all 7 deadly sleep habits, let's wrap up this powerful guide with a final message. Plus 3 simple steps you can start tonight to sleep deeper, feel younger, and wake up stronger. Sleep is not a luxury, it's a lifeline. If you're over 60, your body's more sensitive to what happens at night than ever before. These 7 habits might seem small, but they quietly destroy the restorative power of your sleep. And when that happens, everything, from your mood to your memory to your muscle strength, takes a hit. But the good news? With small, smart changes, you can reset your sleep, protect your brain, and wake up feeling like yourself again. Which of these habits surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. We read everyone. If you learned something new today, give this video a like. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a single senior health tip from me, Dr. Carter. Tap that notification bell too, because we're building a healthy, informed senior community right here. Sleep well, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next one.